This video was brought to you by Chambry Financial Consulting, Kilmax Civil Engineering, and Awake Water.
We are live here at the Dural Centre in Dural on a foggy morning in Sydney. Tough driving here, but they are here, and it is the Vipers who finished in second place, and they will be playing against the Boomerangs in their blue, black shorts and white socks. It is the Vipers to kick off firstly, and noticeably you can see Hudson up front, the big man for the Boomerang team. He will have a massive battle against the Viv, real big battle. Looking forward to seeing that one. The captain Josh Shirt in goals, just warming up there, and we do have Saxon in goals on the far side. Referees blow it off. We have 4 officials here. Straight into a Viv who plays it to Furman. He's marked tightly at the back there by Hunter. Hunter on the ball again, plays it out wide. At Barnaby, I believe, on the ball. Try to play it out, and Furman is the furthest man back. You don't often see that, and he's battling straight in there. So is Sam, but it comes to Saxon, and throws it long. Well, won by Bernardo and left out by Hudson sensibly. He'll go back to his pivot position, the big man up front, under 12. I can't believe how tall he is up front there, Hudson. Passing it around the back here, Hunter. Played on to Hunter again. He made a great run through there for the Boomerangs, and he does get a round of applause from the fans here and his bench alike. These teams are absolutely class. It is the highest level of futsal in the New South Wales area, under 12s, or the state of New South Wales, I should say. And I've commentated on a few of these boys before, particularly the boys in black, as they played for different academies and clubs, but they are together, united under the Viper colours of black, as that comes off Furman. And referee, not a small man himself, the R2, indicates that it will be a ball to the Boomerangs, who are passing it around nicely at the back, and that's gorgeous. It really is a bit needed to win that one. It will be a lot of over and back. That's saved by Saxon. Drops it off easily there to Hunter. Plays it down the line, and target man in the middle again is Hudson. Half a chance here, turning a bit, had to get back, and he is back. And Bernardo is driving forward now. Plays it to Furman. Scoops it forward. You can see what he was trying to do. It was a good run by Sam, and that will be a Vipers ball on the far side. All the officials dressed in their yellow shirts, black socks and shorts. A Viv chipping it forward again, and Furman is just a battler there. He's looking for that ball, and he's won that call. Sam to take it on the far side. Back to a Viv, but Hudson was a little close. He wasn't back to 5 metres. Sam takes a touch, falls to Hudson, and imagine he's going to be very strong on the ball. Sam intercepts. Half a chance here, and Saxon got out extremely well. Will be a goal kick, I believe. It is from the side, actually. We are playing the white lines as the referee is counting down the time. And into Hudson, the target man up front again. Solid challenge by Furman. Into Sam, playing it back to a Viv. The little scoop ball seems to be the flavour of the morning here. And intercepting play, and Bernardo hits one. Good block by Hunter, however, and using his physicality well at the back, and just get it out there. That's not a sensible, an unsensible thing to do. I think that was Barnaby, who was playing on the right-hand side for the Boomerangs. A Viv laying it off short, or laid off short to him. Scooping it forward again, as I mentioned, it's the flavour of the day. They must have had a scoop of acai or something for breakfast, these boys, the way they are scooping it. Sam switches it nicely, lovely sliding challenge or block by Hunter. Half a chance here, and off the post. Saxon wouldn't have got to that. I think it was Bernardo that hit one with his right foot. He can hit them both right and left. Sam with time ticking down on the far side, and Viv hits one, and that might have been a bit of a head contact here, and just trying to clear the lines here and do it well. The Boomerangs, and it's Hudson working his way back and now making his way up front again. Sam to Aviv, and it's a chip to Furman almost every time. And Hunter is on him tightly every time. And Hunter's not afraid to break forward. Still Hunter inside. Hunter has one. Well blocked by a combination of Sam and Shirt in goals there. Absolutely quality stuff in defence, but you gotta take your hat off to Hunter there, who's making the tackles at the back, getting into midfield, playing a bit of ball and creating opportunities and trying to take those opportunities at the same time. Barnaby, as Hudson makes himself a menace in the middle. Barnaby plays it back to Hunter, who hits it. Shirt saves it with his feet. Back again, a lovely square ball, but Sam is there to pick his pocket, and he's on the break and trying to win it. Thought it did come off Sam there at the end. AR1 seems to have a difference of opinion on that one. We do have the AR3 warming up on the far side as there is a sliding challenge coming in. Back to a very good tackle on him again that goes against him. Hunter is working his way back, and Aviv wants to make his way back as well as it switched out on the right hand side. But the pressure from Bernardo is fantastic. Goes over the line. Julian couldn't keep that in, and it will be their ball, the Boomerangs. Sam gets a touch and almost falls to Hudson. Bernardo into Furman, couldn't link up with him again. You can see what he was trying to do. This video is sponsored by Awake Water, the finest water in New South Wales. You can purchase Awake Water at awakewater.earth. Saxon takes that handily and goes. Throws it long towards Hudson. Bernardo gets up well. They'll need to win those aerial challenges early at the back. Bernardo battling here with Hunter, and Hunter's very aware of what's going on. And he's not afraid to throw his body in there at all. Hunter is an absolute battler at the back for the Boomerangs. You can see it already. Bernardo's got Furman and Hunter's in again. I noticed when I was asking the manager for the player names, etc. I noticed the purple boots, and two of the players that are wearing them 94. I think that's Barnaby, and definitely at the back, Hunter, the number 56. Good sliding challenge there. Aviv lays it off to Furman. He takes a little bit of space, trying to link up again, but Hunter picks his pocket. Furman uses his physicality. Saxon gets out well to slide. Well outside his box. Furman's not going to have an easy day. One-on-ones, it looks like. Hunter takes a touch and falls off him. Bernardo left footed this time. Saved over the bar. I didn't know if he got enough on it, Saxon. He did get enough on it. It will be a corner. But Bernardo can hit them left. He can hit them right. He can hit absolute belters. Furman is free at the back, and the time was ticking there, and if Viv tries to link up, does find Furman. Still Furman. Hunter, lovely challenge on him. Bit of a foul there on McCray, I think, who's just come on, and he's using his physicality coming back. It is a physical game, Futsal. Far more than 11 aside. Not that physical, though. That is a free kick, and Hudson may be spoken to. That is the first foul of the game. Gray plays it back. Viv trying to link up with Furman. May have come off the hand. None of the officials saw it, but everyone in black, their parents, their brothers, their sisters, the grandparents, saw that as a handball. Nothing given. Can't be blaming referees too much. They are generally looking at the ground, and when the ball bounces up, you kind of have a quick look and go, oh, what happened there? As everybody is shouting handball. Boomerangs on the break. Good challenge. Will be a boomerang ball on the far side. That's Luca, who's just come on for them. Good challenge by McCray. He was on the ground, had to make it. 91, Eddie, another big man, has come on up front, and ball was over the line, and the AR1 on the far side, massively on top of it, makes an early call with the ball over the line. Vipers benefit from it, and a big looking for 1-2. The nutmeg there through Eddie's leg, and played up to Miguel, who's being harassed there by Hunter. A big finding a bit more space now with Hudson come on. Miguel on the ball. Bernardo, Aviv, lovely turn. McCrae in the defense here, looking for a pass, plays a decent one in there to Miguel. I think it did come off him. Referees have a decision to make. It's in favour of the Boomerangs. They came third in this league and the Vipers came second. Surprised that Mountain Magic didn't find their way into the top four. They are an absolutely quality outfit from underage all the way through to the adults. But there are quality players in all these teams and all these academies coming through. And good effort on the left-hand side, goes over the bar. We have had a substitution in goals. Generally comes on at the 10-minute mark. Came on a little bit earlier there, Christian, and the captain's shirt is on the bench. Speaking of shirt, Miguel was leaning back, pulling the shirt on Hunter. Hunter was pulling his shirt. Nothing given. This is futsal. This is physicality. McCrae wins it nicely. Trying to break through and have a shot there is Eddie. Christian throwing it long. Just on the field. Can't find Miguel with that one. Hunter looking for option. Forward two. Eddie takes a good touch, but the Viv was right on him and wins that ball. Taken quickly by McCrae. What a turn from Miguel. What an extra brilliant challenge from Hunter as Miguel was about to pull the trigger. He slid in there and put that out for a corner. Bernardo puts it across the face of goal. I think McCrae was looking for it at the edge of the box. Ball played long. McCrae wins another one in the air. He's one of the smaller guys on the field. And Miguel winning challenges, and challenges being won against him by Luca, this time for the Boomerangs. Back to Aviv as Eddie gets a toe on that. McCrae will take the next one. No goals here at the Jural Centre, and we're over halfway of the first half. Boomerangs have impressed so far, and this is the tie that you would want to view and to commentate on and to video. Second versus third. Absolutely nail-biting stuff here at the Jural Centre. Vipers ball, Bernardo stepping on it. They are two in a good position behind him. Didn't get to start his count because Bernardo took it too quickly over Eddie's head, and McCrae is just picking up the pieces. Leaves it off to Aviv. Played inside by Miguel. Eddie on the break. McCrae, another excellent challenge in there. Excellent stuff. Will be his ball again. He's taking all the kick-ins. He's winning all the battles aerial and on the ground. Can't come through to Miguel. Baxter's come on again and half a chance here for the Boomerangs. Good save. It was going through his legs. Christian put it out there for a corner. It was a really, really good effort. Keepers can sometimes be thinking, he's going top corner, I better jump here to get these knees close together, and it will be a corner to the Boomerangs. 7.5 minutes to go here in the first. Eddie has one. Blocked and cleared out by Baxter. Comes through to Saxon. I think they've only got one keeper, the Boomerangs. Oh, and it comes off a height in the middle, a separator, a partition. Will be a ball from the side. Jamil has come on. Back to Aviv as every sideline ball has been so far. Jamil taking a bit of contact. Lovely stuff from Aviv. A lovely tip over. But Eddie picks his pocket and Hunter is staying on there. You can see why. Luca is doing very well, but he's intercepted. Falls to Jamil. Cleared out by Hunter, taking no chances. They want to get to half-time at parity, be it 0-all or be it something similar. Half a chance here, blocked again. Hunter plays it to Eddie. Aviv was straight in on top of him. And I just noticed with Aviv, when he wins a challenge, his head goes down and he faces play a little bit. I think if I was Eddie, I'd be sneaking forward a little bit more for a chip ball from the side. Aviv is going to have to watch him a little bit more. Eddie is a little bit free all the time. Play back to Luca. Possible handball shout there, nothing called, nothing given. Baxter tries to play it into Miguel. Miguel is battling well, but the Boomerangs will battle brilliantly. Eddie plays a great ball, and Luca Not sure if there was contact there from Janine. There was no shout at all. It was on my blind side and none of the referees had seen it. Baxter, Miguel has come off. Hayden has come on. Intercepted again by Eddie. Still Eddie, and should have backed himself a little bit more there. He was ahead of Aviv. He was approaching the box. He goes in there if there's any contact. I know it's futsal, not any contact, but significant contact. He might as well have gone down there and nothing given. And there is hands being held and hands being pulled. And Hunter's well used to it and Caden's well used to it. And there was a shout towards the referee as Luca passes it back to Saxon. Luca again can't go back to Saxon again. Eddie does keep it in when it looked like it was going out. 5 minutes to play here in the first half. It is a tight affair. You would expect it, not because it's early, not because it's an 8 a.m. kickoff, because these teams finish so close together. Second and third. Oh, what a class nutmeg there. I would never try that in my life. I've been a defender most of my life. And you try and nutmeg someone in Ireland and it doesn't come off, you'd be sent to another country. I was sent over here by choice. It could have been sent over on a boat maybe if I tried to nutmeg someone else there, and especially if they score against you. It's just get it out stuff. There's none of that from Aviv. There's none of that at all. He's got the absolute class to go forward from any position, and he does play a more forward position. Baxter getting forward, tries to chip it over. Well blocked by Luca and still keeps it in for now at least. Good pressure by Eddie. Lovely turn and it just goes out of play. That pressure from Eddie won that ball against Bernardo. Luca's on the ball looking for options. Eddie is definitely one of those options, and Connor is back post. Comes towards Connor. Good header from Baxter though. Connor looking for options. Hunter is the main one. There's it back to Hunter who scoops it in. Caden takes a bit of contact and Baxter's going forward. Advantage call. It was a late advantage call, but a right one. Still Caden on the ball. Foul will be noted there, and you can see that the second foul for the Boomerangs. AR's really on top of this, and you would expect the best of officiating here at the semi-finals. The other semi-final between Harcoa and Jural on court 2 on the other side. Caden turning on his left, he's well able to do that. And who's playing in the back now? It is Bernardo, and Caden gone up front. Caden can play in the back as well. Will come through to Shembri, who will have an effort. And it is a bit of a lowish roof here, it definitely is, and it will be a boomerang ball from the side. Changes of plenty with Sam coming back on, similar to Furman. Furman, we know, is an absolute battler, and I was looking forward to commentating on the battle between himself and Hunter. Eddie has been doing excellently up front. He's really been winning a lot of challenges. Hudson, I thought, would get a lot more game time due to his physicality. Eddie's only a little bit smaller, and he's getting his toes in there. Boomerangs preparing to make another sub on the far side. Their coaches Adam, Josh and Kelly I spoke to just beforehand. Absolutely lovely to people to deal with. They were being told by an official here at the Jural Centre which one of you is wearing the jacket. Don't think any of them is wearing a jacket or a bib at the end of it. They are wearing their grey sweat tops and they look impressive in them. Half a chance here. Johnson finds Furman, who might have hit it on his left and wanted to show us a little bit of skill on camera firstly, but Johnson played a gorgeous ball into him. Thought Furman was going to hit it with the left. Just under 100 seconds to go here in the first half. Keepers have done well making saves. Saxon with his hands and Sharp with his feet. Christian hasn't had to do too much. Hunter plays it off Furman again, taking Hunter off and putting Hudson in that defensive position now. You are going to make it sub, it probably would be in the last minute or so. You can see what the coaches are doing. And Andrew has come on up front. Luca plays it to Hudson. Takes some contact, you can hear it from here. Hudson played it down the line to Andrew. Andrew again made the run forward. He'll have one. It was the best opportunity that the Boomerangs have had in this first half. 45 seconds to play. The clock is actually stopping. It will be the referee's discretion. It's taken longer than 5 seconds. We will have an indirect free kick just outside the box. Vipers will all need to get back. We are approaching half time. Referee stepping it out. 5 steps. Christian's just in front there. Nervy times for the Vipers as half time approaches. Will be touched from Connor to Hudson, and Shembry was out. He really was the keeper. He was out before the ball was touched. And I know referees that give yellow cards to kids for that. He's talking to you right now. They gotta learn sometime, and I understand you can give a little bit of a warning. How often do you want to replace the ball and walk the wall as a referee? Andrew's staying in front here. No wall. Time be taken. There is a touch, and it is the first goal, and it is 1-0. No chance there for Shembry with goals. The referees have allowed it. Time has gone down from 44 to 46. I thought the clock had stopped there. We are almost at half time. We are at half time. It is 1-0 to the Boomerangs with almost the last kick of the half. Referees bringing them back onto the field. There has been an error with the time. You generally only see these things on YouTube. You will be able to watch this on YouTube. If Bernardo scores here, you'll definitely be able to watch a highlight on Podgy Punditry. Time is still ticking towards half time. Bernardo on the ball, has one, saved by Saxon. Hudson half clears, Furman putting pressure. Sam was a bit free. Almost had a shot, and Andrew getting on the ball. Comes off Sam. It's still not half time, and that clock that's meant to be stopped at 46 or 8 in the last minute and left to the referee's discretion has stopped and started and stopped and started. Kind of like that indirect free kick that Hudson from the Boomerangs benefited from, and absolutely should be half time now. It is 1-0 finally to the Boomerangs. This video is sponsored by Awake Water, and we will be back with the second half in about 2 or 3 minutes. We are back here with the second half. It is 1-0 to the Boomerangs, and the big man who did score has a deflected shot that was brilliantly saved by Christian Shembry. Absolutely brilliant save in there. Furman gets a touch on it. Hudson, he was brought on for the final minute, taking off Hunter, and what an influence he has made already. And back to him again, comes off Furman. Furman, we know, can score. He absolutely can. He's had a couple of blocks there, but again, what a save from Christian Shembry there. Deflected goals are the most difficult ones to save. Furman on the ball. Falls to Bernardo, who's been the best of the Vipers in the first half. Bernardo puts it across, Saxon saves it. Furman's peeling off back post. Doesn't come back to him again, and Aviv is back on, does keep it in, under pressure from Andrew. still a Viv, all the little turns, the Cruyff turns, and Maradona little shuffles. Absolutely class from a Viv at the back. I love commentating on him. Sam is going to the right side. He's telling Furman, get back up there. Hudson is firmly at the back now. You can see that Hunter isn't on the field at the moment after a quality first half. Furman needs to scan a little bit earlier for me. He's waiting till he takes that touch, and then he's having to scan around. He has to scan around beforehand. He can move a little bit earlier to goal and possibly have an effort. Sam lays it off to a Viv under close pressure here from Andrew. Furman had an excellent shot on goal, but what a save there with his feet from Saxon. He was down on the ground. I thought Furman was going to chip him after the little dummy block. Saxon seemed to go to ground. It was a good block after that. And then Furman again saved it. Furman can't believe it. Hudson plays it long and Shembri will take it into his hand. Throws excellently, but what a jump up there as that was falling onto Sam's head. Billy got up really well for the Boomerangs. Time ticking. Hits again and it could have gone in the near post. Good save again by Saxon. We're waiting for Sasha to give back the football here. He is a goalkeeper, he is a Viper, and you want the game to be flowing a little bit quicker than it is. Sam puts it in. Billy wins it again to Andrew. What a ball from Andrew. Half chance here and nothing given. Only in futsal would that not be given. They were right through and it should be a Vipers ball. Bernardo played it off there. I can see the referees are absolutely fully woken up here, yet they have been very good. But maybe they've just let that foul go. What a turn. Gorgeous turn and an excellent save at the same time. I think that's Barnaby who's come back on. Played to the big man who loves a deflected shot on goal. He will shoot them from anywhere, Hudson. Sam getting forward again, and the distribution is class from Shembri. Sam just needed to trust him a little bit more, and you can see it on the face of Furman. His shoulders are down a little bit. He can't believe he hasn't scored. He is a hard worker, creates a lot of chances himself I should say, and he will be able to get on the ball here. Not at all actually. Hudson has done very well to just be physical there, and Billy coming to take that one. You knew Hudson was going to play it long and Andrew's going to have to get a little bit longer from those kick-ins from the side. And 4 minutes gone, the time is ticking down every time. Looking at the boys here, just absolutely class. Viv, speaking of class, he is the classiest of class. And they are 1-0 up, but it is a semi-final. What do you do? Kind of just park the bus a little bit. Being from Ireland, I know all about parking buses. Not a bus driver, I'm just a fan of the national team. If we ever seem to get up or in a drawing situation, that's what can happen. Ireland just love to defend, but that's what happened too recently when they played against Hungary when they were behind quite a bit. Billy trying to get through. Hudson dings the palms there of Shembri. You look around at futsal keepers, they don't wear gloves. You can reckon he'd love to be wearing gloves just for those shots against Hudson. Hudson on the ball again, trying to have an effort. They do need to break, and they are breaking. Sam's on the ball to love the keeper. It was the right idea, it was the perfect distribution. 3 of the Vipers had gotten forward. Couldn't put it just under the bar. Was the right idea, as I mentioned, from Sam. Saxon had come off his line. Saxon looking for options. Thrown towards Andrew, comes off him. Shembri looking long again. Hudson wins that one. Baxter trying to break through, picked up by Sam. Almost into Baxter again, and Bernardo was thinking of making that run through towards the penalty spot if he had. or would have fallen to him. You have to take these little opportunities and you have to assume something might break to you, especially in a semi-final. Billy did brilliantly there. First sliding tackle, second one he was on the ground. Excellent challenge. That was from Julian, I must say. Into Furman again. Under a lot of pressure there, McCrae. Viv chips it forward to Bernardo. Excellent pressure from Hudson. McCrae is the best of backlers in black. He really is. Lovely pass! Just outside the post. You think it's falling to his left for Bernardo and he can hit them left or right. Excellent pass from Baxter. It really, really was. I think it was almost a double nutmeg. Viv on the break. Good challenge, and Aviv is pulling shirts and he's out of position. Hudson's more forward now and Hunter's back on for the remainder of the game, you might say. Aviv made contact there, but we're playing on. What a touch. Absolute class touches all over here and challenges at the same time. Hunter getting forward and getting back. Just out of play and afraid to take this one. Time ticking. Back to Aviv, chip forward. Aviv again wins the challenge and Bernardo had to get in front there. Hunter was in front. Shembri, it'll come from him. I know it will. The equaliser, it has to. Hudson to Hunter. Hunter squares it. No equaliser. Hudson the power. To Hunter the class. And I think it was on the far side. Julian, the number 57. 94 got that one. That's Barnaby. Absolutely brilliant for the not for the Vipers, for the Boomerangs, and they are ahead. They did come third, and it's all or nothing now with 12 minutes to go. Battling to get forward, winning the challenges though. Boomerangs will be a boomerang ball, and every ball, every sideline ball, the whole lot, they'll be delighted to win. The goal scorer puts it forward, and they'll need a bit more time on the ball. It really will do. The Vipers. Eddie has come on. Hudson has come on. In front of the line again, and Vipers just need to bounce forward now. Under a lot of pressure, out of play, it will be a boomerang ball. The Vipers have to stay classy, they have to stay focused. They can't get upset with this decision. They can't get upset with this scoreline. They're going to have to keep battling on and on. Aviv to Miguel. Hunter just made the contact and he's back just at the right time, and I know the AR2 can see that, but it's minimal contact. It's just enough to put Miguel off. McCrae, lovely Maradona turn. And a pullback, intercepted. And a 3-on-2. McCrae plays it into Miguel. Chance here for the Vipers. Again, another effort. This time from Baxter. It did get a touch and it will be a corner. They are creating the opportunities. You think if they get the next goal, if they get one, it'll spur them on to get the second. And that's what I'm talking about, the chances where the ball might end up. You just got to take a chance and get forward to those positions. Hunter knew he was under pressure there from Miguel. McCrae looking for option, plays it back. Eddie almost picked the pocket there of a big Baxter. Turning inside and out. What a chip from Baxter. Miguel, surely now. Saved again by Saxon. And cleared out. That's 3 very good chances for the Vipers. They could be ahead here. Saxon has saved well. Shirt has come back on. In goals for the Vipers. Baxter has created some brilliant chances. He really has. He is the playmaker, the number 18 for the Vipers. So, and again, you might want McCrae getting forward for that. You don't want to counter-attack. You know that it is just 2-0. It's not past you. But you do know you need to score a goal any moment now for the Vipers. Boomerang slowing it down slightly, and time isn't on yet. Hunter back to his keeper, Jackson. looking for options. He only has 5 seconds as well. Lovely touch there. Hunter couldn't come onto it. Substitution made. Furman is coming back on. Eddie turns nicely. Furman blocks him. This video is sponsored by Awake Water, the finest water in New South Wales. You can purchase Awake Water at awakewater.earth. And if you use the code football25, you'll get a free bottle on your first purchase. Hunter has done very, very well, just getting toes in here and there. Time is ticking on Sam. Back to Furman. I think they need to put a bit up front. Lovely slide, but it was a lovely passing. Good block by Saxon as Miguel, who gave that lovely pass. He's waiting in the middle. Miguel tries to turn. It's not a good team on here, but is it your best team? It's very, very close to it. I'm thinking you got to bring a Viv on for the last 5 minutes or so in a forward position. Miguel links up with Baxter, who made a brilliant run down the line because that wasn't a perfect pass to him. It was a toe bang. Furman. All attacking players on now. Still Furman. Furman hits it, saved by Saxon. Miguel will take it from the side. Where's the movement now? Where's the movement in the box? Nobody really in there. It's just Miguel in there. Baxter was coming towards the edge of the box. I think he needs to give a little bit of a shout in that situation. Baxter trying to turn and wins it. We will give it to Miguel. Lovely. Again from Baxter. Miguel again. Blocked again. They just can't get past him. I think the option there from Miguel was maybe to pass back to Baxter. He did have the keeper and he did have Hunter on top of him very quickly. But again, the passing, the through balls from Baxter are absolutely class. I'm sure he's a number 10 in 11 side. Trying to break here. Barnaby has the shot and saved by shirt from Eddie. Into Miguel's feet. Sam Furman stepping inside, plays to Sam again. Under a little bit of contact. Furman finds Sam. Furman plays it forward and had to go forward at that stage. Eddie doesn't win the challenge. Hunter steps in looking for a 1-2. Oh, I can see what he was trying to do. An absolute audacious effort, and Hunter getting back again. Absolutely brilliant starting challenge. Kick in for the Vipers. 6 minutes to play here, plus referee's discretion as we saw in the first half. Barnaby to take this one. Decent ball up front, but Connor couldn't keep it in. Time out called by the Vipers. And we'll have 1 minute to talk to each other and discuss how we're going to get this forward. They've got quality on the bench. Kaden, Aviv, they've got quality on the pitch. Luke Johnson as well on the bench. All potential setter-uppers of goals and all potential goal scorers as well. It is tight here. It is very, very tight, but it is 2 goals in between, and you can see how the clock is feverishly counted down. 30 seconds to go as I have a quick drink of Awake Water myself. Oh, that tastes good. What can the Vipers do? Is there any venom left in the Vipers? Saxon has gotten down to most things. Hunter is back there, and I don't want to give it away, but if I was the coach of the Boomerangs, I'd probably put Hudson and Hunter back in a bank of 2 at the back, maybe Julian in the middle, and the likes of Luca or Eddie up front. They don't seem to be taking that advice, or they probably haven't heard that advice. We do have just under 6 minutes to play here at the Dural Centre. It is the Vipers in this semi-final who did come second that are 2-0 down. Aviv has come on up front. Hunter wins that ball against him. Sam on the ball. Still Sam. Keeps it in excellently. Sam squares it back. There was no one in the box again. As I bend my knees and kind of hope that there was somebody there for the Vipers. Saved by Shirt with his feet and gets down on it afterwards. Will roll it out to Bernardo, another quality player. Viv, we want him to turn more and take on players. Viv on the ball again. Falling on it, takes it up with his knees brilliantly. He's never under pressure. He's on the ground. There's two players on him, and Viv will still win the ball. Hunter chips it over. Barnaby hits it in. Well saved by Shirt. Falling to Baxter. Nice ball again by Baxter. Do we ever doubt him? I was going, he shouldn't be passing from there in my head. Lovely pass to Tobang as Bernardo needs to get back. Anywhere will do for the Boomerangs. We think that the Vipers need to score in the next 90 seconds to make it an absolute quality last 3 minutes of entertainment. If we can't keep that one in, it will be Connor on the far side to use every bit of the 5 seconds he can. Play it back to Hunter. Hunter on the ball again, a lovely nutmeg pass. A lovely pass again through the legs. Far side, Baxter on the ball to Aviv. What have they got in the pocket here? Aviv being faced by Hunter. Baxter on the ball. Baxter's got no one more forward than he. Hunter chips it over to Barnaby. Still Barnaby on the ball. Connor puts it out of play. Weakish effort by this standard. Saxon will take it easily and roll it out to Hunter who's blindsided it. That comes to Sam as a result. Baxter backs himself and gets a corner. Bernardo will have to make a run at some stage here. He is being marked tightly. Bernardo on the move. Falls to Aviv. Hunter again blocked. They do have the chances, but the Boomerangs have been excellent in defense, especially in their own boxes. Bernardo can't keep that in. Again, the pressure from Hunter has been second to none, and we are at that 3-minute mark. Played long and won by Bernardo under a lot of pressure, and a better lad there than Hunter to come in and try and win that again. He's been absolutely class at the back. Good turn by Bernardo. Bernardo plays it into Sam, and they got one back. And it's not at the 3-minute mark. It's at 2.5 minutes for the Vipers to get one more. Boomerang slowing it down a bit. Luca on the ball, a chance here for the Vipers, and Hunter hits it long. Shirt on the ball, doesn't have the distribution of Shembri and throwing it long, and you might think of bringing Shembri on for the last couple of minutes again. Played in on the break, Bernardo. Well intercepted by Barnaby. He had to because Hunter had gone to ground, and Hunter had that look going, there's someone in behind me. Almost a tear came from his eye. The number 94 playing on the wing, the left wing in the second half. Barnaby was there and brilliantly defended. Trying to break. Hunter is on the ball again, playing it back to Saxon. Telling these boys to get forward. Plays it to Hunter. 90 seconds remain here at the Dural Centre. Will there be a final chance for the Vipers? And it's anywhere will do, and they're taking him off again. I don't know why they do that, especially in the second half. You're 2-1 up. Hunter is one of the finest defenders under 12 in New South Wales. They're confident that they have Luca at the back to do the job against Furman, who I believe has signed for the Western Sydney Wanderers along with Miguel. Hudson trying to win that one and trying to get forward, played it into the feet of Furman, bounces off him. Sam wins the next challenge. Furman gets involved. Bernardo gets forward, comes off him. That'll waste a valuable couple of seconds. Time has stopped. It is the referee's discretion, and it will be the Vipers looking for one last opportunity here to bring it to extra time, and this is it. This is it. Saxon got out brilliantly, and he was rugby tackled after that. We are playing on. Sam to take it. Baxter under pressure. Furman under pressure. Had a weakish shot as Baxter was outside him. Saxon will just throw it anywhere. Bernardo plays it down. Played out left, and Sharp plays it forward. Has to find Baxter, and Baxter had to keep it in. And we are ticking down the seconds, and the Vipers fans and managers and like are crouching forward. Will they be bouncing in a second? Half a chance. Furman can't come to it. Bernardo, what can he do? Bernardo hits one, saved by Saxon. Furman almost picked his pocket. And that's that. The Boomerangs have deserved it. They scored 2 to the 1 of the Vipers. The Vipers left it just too late. They are a quality outfit. Everyone on the field and on the bench have been absolutely brilliant for the Vipers throughout this season. It hasn't been their year, but the Boomerangs will march on to the final. Will it be against Tacoa or will it be against Dural? We'll find out in just a moment. This is Podge signing off from a foggy Dural on a foggy Saturday morning with quality futsal. You'll be able to watch this on Podge's punditry on YouTube. Signing off from Podge and Vlad at the Dural Centre. It is the Boomerangs winning 2-1 in the semi-final.